learned in the last few months that working at a pet store has more than a few similarities to attending the Albany Academies. Since May, I've worked at Benson's Pet Center. Working at a pet store has explained a lot about high school to me, and I understand the do's and don'ts more than ever. So I'd like to share some of the rules I've learned with everybody. Don't. Take dress codes lightly. In life, there will always be an appropriate way to dress for whatever career path you take. When you walk into Benson's, you're greeted by a 23-year-old cockatoo named Huey. Huey is more than a little aggressive, and everyone must be careful not to upset him, seeing as he sent more than a few employees to the hospital for stitches. One of Huey's problems is not trusting people wearing anything but our uniform green polo shirts and black pants. Caught wearing anything but the uniform, you'll hear it from the cockatoo. The same goes for Academy. Wearing anything but the uniform, you'll hear it. Do. Worry about bettering yourself. Trying to steal a promotion from a coworker by writing them out will not make you look any better. Mind your own business, because everyone knows who isn't doing what they're supposed to. Just like your teachers know who's doing the most work in group projects, your boss knows who's cleaning up the most dog poop. Don't. Show up late with coffee. Don't be the manager that shows up 10 minutes late with a coffee, freshly washed hair, and a breakfast sandwich from Stewart's, while all the other employees wait on you to unlock the door. You won't earn any respect that way. Be on time with your coffee, and your whole day will start off much better. Do. Be thorough. Don't be the person who forgot to fix the broken snake tank and make all of our lives miserable, with Cornelius missing on the loose for the month of July. Don't be the person who lost their tennis ball for the physics lab and had to spend the next period looking for it. Don't. Procrastinate. If you wait until the last minute to feed a tarantula, they won't be happy with you. If you wait until the last minute to hand in your French essays, Madame Keegan will not be happy with you. Don't. Make assumptions. If you have questions, ask them. Don't assume that bleaching fake plants is a good way to clean fish tanks. And don't assume that one drop of bleach is too little to kill 100 fish. Do not assume that you can wear your sweatpants to Mr. Services class because he won't tell you to take off your pants. Do. Come prepared. Don't get caught in the middle of an 8-hour shift or a double block AP Chem class without an emergency snack. Don't. Let working with others get you down. At work, we have to deal with some things we'd rather not, just like everywhere. We have our rats, we have our pigs, we have our female dogs. You can't pick and choose who you work with, so make sure and make the best out of every situation. Do. Treat your peers well. Whether you're relying on your best friend to bring you a cup of coffee to first period when you were running late again, or a coworker to cover a shift so you can go to a hockey game. What goes around comes around, so do things for others before you need to ask a favor of them. Do. Know your limits. Crickets can't drink nearly as much as snakes, and if you give them too much to drink, they will drown themselves. Know whether you're a cricket or a snake. Don't. Make excuses. If your physics teacher asks you why you're late again, and you reply, quote unquote, because of who I am as a person, he'll respect you a lot more than if you make up an excuse about traffic like everyone else. When your boss is looking for someone to promote, she might take into account that you're more honest about your responsibilities than others. Lastly, do make friends with your boss or your supervisor. When you're running late again, or wearing dark white, gray socks, you'll be happy they're on your good side. Do not start a prank war with your boss, or you'll find that when it's 8:30 on a Thursday night, time for you to go home and do your homework, your keys will be nailed 20 feet above the door, where they are far out of reach. While there are many more do's and don'ts of life than I've listed here, take these rules into account at your job, in your life, at the Albany Academies, and learn from my mistakes.